Hello everyone, my name is Luminita, and because unfortunately more and more countries are going back to a complete lockdown, actually more and more people will start to have much more free time again. That's why today we're going to help you answer this important question. Which one is better? To start a YouTube channel or a podcast? We will going to compare these two based on 5 distinct aspects that we think are important for you to know when deciding which one to start. And if you wondered why do I say we, it's because in order to see the both aspects and both points of view and to not be biased, I invited today Daniela from Moldovan Abroad Podcast to tell her side of the story.
Hello, I'm Daniela. I'm the host of the podcast Moldovan Abroad, and today I will try to convince you why it's better to have a podcast.
Let the battle begin.
Round 1. Fight!
Well, that one is actually very easy. You just have to create a Gmail account in order to be able to sign in for YouTube. But then when you create an account, you automatically have a channel. So the only thing you have to do is just to change or pick a name and change or pick an icon. But that's actually super easy, and even if you don't create videos, if you're watching this video and you can like and subscribe to it, by the way, do that, then you already have a channel. So you can basically even now upload a video.
In order to create a podcast, you need to find a host company. And although podcasts are on so many platforms, the easy part about having a podcast is that you only upload one episode once on a host website and they distribute it to all the other platforms after. So I don't have to manually go and put it on all these various platforms that you see me on. So it's actually not that hard, because similarly to YouTube, I have to create an account on the platform that I chose, on the hosting company, and I just write a little bit about my podcast, what category it is in, what tags they need to relate to my podcast, and then I start. It's pretty simple. Once I record it, I just upload episode by episode to that website, and that's it. They do the rest. They distribute it to other platforms. So it's not that hard to do. Of course, you have to record it, and that's a separate issue, but to just create an account is not hard at all.
Round 2. Fight!
Well, actually, I think it's easier with YouTube because we all upload videos on the same one platform, YouTube. So if you have good keywords, an interesting title, intriguing thumbnail, then you help the algorithm to push your video and to show it to more and more people. So you don't have to always send links to your friends. There can be people from all over the world that out of nowhere find your video, they watch it, they think it's interesting, they give it a thumbs up. You can do this as well. And then they can subscribe to your channel, and you might not even know who is this person. So I think on YouTube itself, the reach is a little bit easier than with a podcast. And with other platforms, you basically share the same link on every single social media. So you don't have to somehow change it based on the social media, and you send the same link to people that already have a YouTube account or the ones that don't have it. So I think it's rather easy here.
Okay, Luminita, I'll give you credit for this one. So you win a point with this one, because it's pretty easy with YouTube. You just give people a link. And actually, I had quite a few requests from people when I told them, listen to my podcast. They asked me, can you give me the YouTube link, please? Or they said, oh, it's quite hard to find it. You have to go on that link and then go the other place, and then you don't know which app to download. So yeah, I'll give you credit to this one. It's much easier to be on YouTube. But for people who are already into listening to podcasts and they already have a preferred app or a platform where they listen to podcasts already or music, because sometimes the same platforms can offer you streaming of music, for example. So for them it's very easy, but for people who don't know what a podcast is, it's quite hard to convince them that they need to download that app and go to all these links to find it. So yeah, I'll give you credit for this one.
Round 3. Fight!
Oh well, I think it actually depends on the type of channel that you have. I know some people that do vlogs, and don't get me wrong, they are vlog channels that are super interesting and there's so much effort put in it. But on the other side, there are channels where people just take their camera or just their phone and they just walk on the streets and say something. And I don't say it's not interesting or not useful. I just say that it's much easier to create this kind of content. As for my channel, because it's more educational, the process is rather long. It starts with idea generation or ideas generation, with some research on what topics on communication and public speaking already exist on the internet. It starts with reading books and articles to see and learn more on this topic, but then you have to film, and there's an entire process here as well, because you have to put your camera, set up the lights, microphone, so it takes some time. Also you have to, or at least I want to look more or less good, that's why it takes some time to put makeup on and find out an outfit. But then afterwards you have to cut and edit the video, and again, depending on your channel, some people just film and then they have like the whole file or the whole video is one cut. As for me, I talk and then I can maybe say something for multiple times so that it's good, so then I have to filter it out. In the end, or after cutting and editing, also you have to sometimes make color corrections. It's a really long process. After that, you have to create a thumbnail, and again, you can just have a picture or a snapshot from the video that YouTube helps you create. The platform, well, when you upload it, it gives you 3 variants, so you can pick from them. From there, or you can create yourself a thumbnail, and this is what I do. And depending on the software that you use and depending on how difficult your thumbnail is, it takes again some time and creativity and idea generation how it should look. Then when you upload the video, you have to think of a good title so that people are interested in it. Then you have to think of the description, and now newly a lot of people, including me, set up some time so that you can see like some chapters in the video, and it takes also time because I personally do it manually. Then you have to search for keywords so that your video is pushed in the algorithm, and then you have to add cards. Well, you don't have to, but you are recommended to add some cards, and cards are these things that pop up, or links or the videos that pop up. Also the end screen, this is when I usually tell you that you can check the other videos out. So I think that the process, again, depending on your type of channel, I think the process is rather lengthy, and it's not that easy, but it's worth it.
I'll start with a joke, because my boyfriend, when he tried to describe what I'm doing with my podcast, he said she watches TV, finds people on Instagram and just has a chat with them, which was quite hilarious. So yeah, the process for me, it's quite fun because I do research about people, and that means watching videos with them, interviews about them, or TV shows they've been on, or all sorts of things that are quite cool and interesting. Or if it's a comedian, I'll watch the whole stand-up comedy show. So for me, that's called research, but it's actually quite a fun thing to do. But it depends what type of podcast you want to do. If you want to, talk about a particular subject, and you need to do more research about it, you need to make it more structured, then it will be a little bit different. But for me, because I'm basically stalking people, it's just learning more about them, and then once I get to interview them, I just have all that information in my head, and I have a more or less idea of what I want to interview them about. So for me, it's actually like a leisure kind of thing to do. So it's fun for me, yeah. But of course, you need to know about all the technical parts. So you have to have a software installed on your laptop where you can, and it's for free by the way, but you can edit the episode in there. Of course, you need to learn a little bit of editing skills, and in order to record, if you want to record yourself, you can just use the same software to record yourself, or if you want to do an interview, you can either do it through Skype or Zoom, and it will record it automatically. But make sure you remember to press the recording button. Make sure you remember your microphone is connected properly. These are things that I've been through. So you need to be aware of all those things. You need to learn a bit of editing skills. You need to spend the time doing it. But overall, the process is quite simple for me. But because I got used to it already.
Round 4. Fight!
Oh, I think I'll have to give this one to you, Daniela, and to podcasting, because again, depending on what type of videos you do, as for me, the investments were rather big. I bought a camera, I bought a tripod, I bought lights, I bought an external microphone. Also, the editing software that I use is also, you need a subscription for that. Since I started a YouTube channel, I had to change my laptop for a better one, more expensive one, because my old laptop didn't have the power to edit the videos. And you need a memory card for your camera. You need an external memory for all your videos and clips, because if you store it all in your laptop, it will be super slow. Believe me, I did it already. And again, depending on what kind of videos you create, some YouTube creators, they have more than one camera for indoor and outdoor shootings, or different lenses. I use only one lens so far, at least. But on the other side, there are people that create videos with their phones without a microphone and or external microphone. And again, I don't say these videos are better or worse. It depends on your format. But as for me, the monetary investments were rather high, but I don't regret it, because the quality is different. It's easier than to cut and edit. It sounds better, it looks better, and for me personally, this matters.
So it very much depends on what type of podcast you want to do, because there are some very famous podcasters that do the video version as well. So they extract the audio and put it on various platforms, but they also have the video on YouTube. I preferred not to do it because it's simpler for me, and most of the people that do a podcast, they do it without a video. So I don't have to spend money on a camera, Luminita. All I need to do is buy a microphone and some headphones, which I did. And the editing software is for free, and the platform that I upload the episodes on, it's for free. But pay attention to that. So I think I did a mistake in here, because I chose the free version of a hosting company, which is American actually. Everything was great until I found out that I can actually make money through that platform, but I don't have an American card. So I chose the cheaper option at the beginning, the free option, because I thought, oh, I'm not going to pay money on a hosting company in the UK. And now I learned I can't actually make money because I don't have an American card. So yeah, weigh your options and think before you do it. I think that there is a way to change the hosting companies. I'm going to look into it, but make sure you know what you're choosing. Do your research before doing that. But overall, I don't think it's a huge investment, and it's definitely less of an investment than doing a video version.
Round 5. Fight!
I guess there are many ways to make money on your YouTube channel, but I think the standard ones are to get monetized on YouTube or enter YouTube partnership program. And for that you have to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 publicly watched hours. And when you do that, then your channel goes through a process of verification, and if everything is fine, then you start to get money from the ads that appear in your videos. Also, what a lot of people do, they create sponsored videos. So there is a company that pays you for a video, and you tell about this product either like in some segments of your videos, and you have to say that this video was sponsored by someone, or you make a video with using this product. Also, you can make paid collaborations, but I think this one works rather with very big YouTube channels, because then smaller YouTube channels can address you to pay you and create a collaboration and create videos on both channels or on one of these channels. Also, there is this option of donation. Now on YouTube there is a new option to make donations to the creator straight on YouTube. So you can join the community. There is a button, you might see it, I think it's green, and it's usually next to the subscribe button if the creator decided to go for this version. And I think that over there the creator itself can decide if for the person that donate, he or she creates extra videos or gives some extra materials, or there's no difference, you just donate because you're nice. But also there are external donations on other platforms that you can do for your creator. And I think the last method of monetization that is rather popular on YouTube is affiliate marketing links. This is when you are on a platform or you're working with a company and you promote their products. In the description box below you put a link, and when people click on that link, the creator gets a certain amount of money per click. So yeah, I think there are many ways. I think when you're a big YouTuber you can also start to sell courses or books and just promote them through your YouTube channel. So there are possibilities to make money on YouTube. It's just up to you if you want to take every offer, if you don't want to do that at all. If you can do this or not, because I'm not able to monetize my channel so far because I don't have the necessary amount of subscribers. So please help me. But yeah, I think these are the main sources of monetization.
Okay, so at the previous point, I was telling you how I missed on an opportunity to make money by choosing the right hosting company, because they let you insert adverts and they will choose the adverts that they'll insert, very similar to YouTube actually. And you just press the button to select the option and they will insert ads during your podcast, and then you can get paid by it. You can get paid by numbers of listeners, a bit similar to YouTube. But also, you can insert your own ads. So if you have your own contracts with companies, they want you to advertise their particular product and they can pay you. That depends on the contract you sign with that particular company. But make sure you know the product that you're advertising is what you would use and what you believe in. But also with the economical downfall because of the pandemic, there is the possibility that a lot of companies might cut from their marketing budget, so there will be not so many collaborations in the future. But there is another way, fortunately, and that is, through donations from your listeners. If you're doing a very good quality podcast with really good content and you have people that get inspired by it and they really enjoy what you're doing, they're going to support you and help you through donations. And that's the way forward, I think. So Luminita, I'm very happy about the score actually, and that just proves that it doesn't matter what you choose to do as long as you do what you like and what you love. And actually, here's a thought, that you can transfer your YouTube content into a podcast. You can talk about communication and make a podcast out of it, and I can take my podcast and put it on YouTube so that it's easier for people to reach and listen to. What do you think, Luminita?
So if you have something to say and you want to share your knowledge, experience and information with the world, but you didn't know so far which one to take, if you should rather start a YouTube channel or record podcast, Daniela and me really hope that we could help to choose the best pathway for you. We also hope that this video was informative and interesting for everyone that wanted to see what is hidden in the backstage of a YouTube channel or a podcast. Also, if you want to learn even more about communication and to see more videos of mine, click here and here. Click here to be part of my growing community. If you want to check Daniela's podcast, go and follow the link in the description box below. Give this video a thumbs up for our creativity and our work. Don't forget to click on the bell button to always get notified when something new comes up. Remember that communication builds connections and miscommunication builds a mess. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!